Hey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, folks. We're back for another episode of the MMF Podcast. Because we're coming up into Ramadan. Yes. A lot of times dekat sikit, you're not in camera. Kan senyum lah, handsome sikit. Kau nak dress up, see, all outdoors today. We are going to be talking about zakat. Something a lot of people ask us all the time. And every year, the same question coming. Afiq, tolong calculatekan zakat. I say, zakat on what? Zakat on what? Harta tu apa? Asset tu apa?
Things that you own that have monetary value.
Betul ke?
Yes.
Tu je. Habis, that's the end of the episode, folks.
Okay, that's all.
Okay. So let's define zakat. Let's ask Asri. Asri, zakat tu apa?
Good question.
Aku tengok sana.
Good question. I mean, like, to define zakat itself is like, I would say, in a less flexible term, would be a compulsory donation, that kind of thing.
Compulsory. Kalau compulsory dah bukan donation dah.
That's correct, right? Yeah.
Compulsory Islamic tax.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. So it is a wealth tax. So how many of you out there kan bila kena bayar zakat macam sakit?
Tak sakit.
Bedek ah.
Once upon a time.
Kan. At one point, I have to pay zakat. At one point, I didn't have to pay zakat. Wah, macam lah bagus. Wah.
Kira kan you do not have the wealth.
Yes.
And I mean, yeah. Sebab zakat, you always look at the Nisab value.
Yes.
Means the value of a gold during that month. Every time kita we set for solat Jumaat, they always announce the Nisab value of the gold. So if what Afiq sharing, one of the year of last time before tak payah bayar zakat, kira kan he do not reach that minimum value of that gold.
Correct. So think about it lah. Today's Nisab how much roughly?
9,000. That's 9,200, 9,100 itu.
Okay, you all can check right now. Go into Google, key in Nisab Muis, MUIS. Okay, you come out to Muis's website. It'll tell you the kadar Nisab for the most current month. Last I checked, it was about 9,900.
Oh, yeah.
9,900. Last year was 6,700.
Yes.
Aju.
Yes.
So it has gone up. So if I tell people, wow, that time I didn't have to pay zakat, kan? Oh, okay lah. Bagus lah. Some people say bagus, some people say good, right? Oh, no need to pay zakat. Then on the other hand, the first year I calculated, I got to pay zakat. I cried.
Finally, Alhamdulillah.
Why? Why you think?
The zakat was too much, is it?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah lah.
Alhamdulillah.
The zakat was based on what harta?
That's a good question. Zakat apa? Okay, so now, let's go into the technical parts. Zakat on what? What should we pay? Okay, let's go one by one.
Zakat on your savings
lagi?
Gold.
Lagi?
Investment
lagi?
Zakat
Property tak payah?
tak payah.
Kena.
Depends. Depends. That's a trick question, man.
Yes.
Property. Kalau you stay in that property, you tak payah bayar.
Betul. That's correct. And so folks, for those of you watching today, simple rule of thumb. Any assets you're not using, those that have monetary value must be liable for zakat. So things like your house that you stay in, personal use, no need to pay. The car you drive, the motorbike you ride, need to pay not?
Tak payah. Don't need.
Tak payah, right? The jewelry you wear, need to wear not? Need to pay not?
If you don't wear it for one haul, yes.
One haul. Haul tu apa?
365 days.
Wow, dude.
1 year?
One calendar year.
One calendar year.
Okay. Sebab, again, kita cakap pasal haul. We were talking about haul. What exactly is haul? Asri kata what?
365 days.
365 days. Macam marah.
One calendar year.
One calendar year. So typically, every year, people will ask us, bila nak bayar zakat? And they like to do it between Ramadan, or they try to do it during Ramadan, and they will go one full year until the next year Ramadan. Right? So as long as you fulfill one calendar year. Some accountants will take January to December. So much easier. Like for us, when we calculate zakat on our clients' investments, we take calendar year. December 31st, we take the snapshot of their investable assets. Then we say, okay, this is how much you pay for zakat. Okay. But talking about investments, do I need to pay zakat kalau dia naik turun?
Kena. Kalau meet the Nisab value.
So here's the question, right? A lot of people ask, yeah, but when investment go up, go down, I don't know whether it's good or not. As long as the amount is above Nisab, do you have to pay?
Yes.
If you have fulfilled
One howl.
one hour. Simple as that, folks.
Howl.
So what are the things again? Cash. Cash, do I pay on everything?
Yes.
Yes, you sure? I pay on cash on everything?
Cash on.
Do I pay zakat on all my cash?
Savings.
Your
Savings?
lah.
Your savings ah.
Savings?
Bank account, savings
Bank account.
Bank
So
accounts are cash lah.
today, if I look at my bank account, I got $100,000. I pay 2.5% zakat on 100,000
Cumulative
cumulative.
of all the banks that you have.
All the banks I have total. So all the cash fixed deposit I have in all the banks I have today, 100,000. I pay 100,000.
Yes.
Betul? Not sure, say not sure.
Betul. I confident. I think.
You making me doubt my
Tu kerja aku That's my job. Okay, so
Dah
let's
gatal
give you all the
kepala.
answer.
Dah gatal kepala.
Okay, so today is February, right? I got, say for example, $100,000 in cash total. But then last year, December, I got $90,000. So do I pay on 100? Do I pay on 90? Or June last year, I got 50,000. So do I pay on 50, 90 or 100?
The
based
lower-
on which month that was actually above the Nisab, then you pay for that month. Is it?
Okay, so zakat not monthly, So for cash, those of you watching, if you have cash, you look at the lowest balance in the entire year. So today, February, right? I got 100,000, alhamdulillah. Then June, 6 months ago, I had 50,000 only. Right? That's the lowest balance. I pay 2.5% on the lowest balance. So that's item number 1, cash. Item number 2. What else? Property. Okay, property come.
Property that you are not staying in.
Okay.
So basically you rent it out. Then the amount, I guess.
Ni macam ada talk show tau. Aku tanya orang tau. Kan aku tanya variety show. Kau tahu macam mana nak bayar zakat? Okay, tak apa. Don't worry. I got the answer for you. Okay. So, for those of you staying in your own property, that one no need to pay zakat. We clear on that, right? Yeah. Personal use asset no need to pay. But if you're renting out a property, you pay zakat on the rental that you receive. That's number 1. But what if it's not being rented? Then how?
That's the niat lah. What's the purpose of it?
What's the purpose? Nobody staying there. It's for investment.
Then for investment, then pay for depending on the value of the property.
So, I pay 2.5% on $1 million property every year. That's $25,000, bro.
yeah, lah, that's why we are here with Afiq to give us more knowledge.
Angkat lagi. Okay, folks, for those of you, I shortcut the answer again because tengah panas. Okay, if you're watching this and you have an investment property that's not tenanted, you only pay zakat when you sell.
Okay.
When you sell. Dah. Okay, don't need to think, every year I must pay. Okay, so we covered cash, we covered tenanted and untenanted properties.
I got question. Yang the rental that you get every month, if it's below the Nisab value, do you still need to pay for zakat?
Well, short answer, if it's below Nisab, don't have to pay. But which rental, right, for the whole year, you get less than 10,000? Which rental the whole year you get less than 10,000?
It depends. Now rental got
But what if you rent it out, but the rental amount is for you to sustain your lifestyle?
So now we talk about it this way. The rental money is cash. Yes? Cash go into bank account. Yes? Bank account you use. Yes? It goes below a certain amount. You pay zakat on that amount. Because it's cash. You pay rent, you pay zakat on the cash you receive. It's a rental yield. Okay, not the value of the property.
right.
Okay, so then good question. Because if betul, this year I collect say 1,000 a month in rental. After 12 months I collect 12,000. Then got maintenance lah, got tax lah, whatever I pay. Total less than $5,000 in rental yield. Do I still pay zakat?
No.
No.
Lower
Correct.
Nisab value.
Correct, because it's less than Nisab. Assuming Nisab is now 10,000 lah. Okay. But do we do it after or before expenses? After. Fantastic. Short answer. Zakat after expenses. Okay, so that's property, tenanted, untenanted. Because tenanted, you only pay zakat on the cash. Untenanted, you pay upon sale. We covered cash, right? Cash savings, fixed deposit. Fixed deposit is considered the same, huh?
Yep.
What else do we have?
Investments and gold.
Okay, let's cover investment and gold. Let's cover gold first.
Okay, so if you got gold and you're not using for one house, and if it's above 86 gram, you need to pay zakat on the excess. Right?
But kalau aku pakai,
Itu
Yeah.
Tuan Afiq tolong jawab.
It's 860 gram, right? If
86 grams.
Kalau the one that you use,
So there's a big
860,
loophole.
yeah.
No. There's a loophole here. A lot of people have this idea that, I've got so much jewelry. I wear it once a year. Technically, I don't. It's not an investable asset. I use personal use and personal use. Therefore, no need to pay zakat. So there is that loophole. But from the many ulama I talk to, dia tanya, tengok niat lah. What's your intention? Are you just trying to escape it? You know what I mean? That's question number one. Question number two, if you have more than 86 grams of gold, naturally, the 87th gram is already above Nisab already. Right? So you pay. Then people ask me, purity how?
so
You got 999 gold, you got 99 something.
Yes.
969.
Yeah.
Then how?
9K, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Then how?
You're looking at the price based on the 96 or the 99K for the paying of zakat, isn't it?
No, regardless, you still look at the full amount, but then you calculate lah.
We go to the shop and ask the shop how much it costs. Then if it's above the Nisab value, then we pay according to it.
No need. No need. Say for example, you got rantai, you got a necklace, right? 100 gram you weigh, 100 gram. Then you know it's 96% gold. 100 gram, 96% is
96.
96 gram. You pay zakat on 96 grams of gold.
Okay.
Easy, right? So, but then people will ask, well, I got chinche, I got ring, I got the stone, I got the diamond, I got this, I got that. Okay, that one you have to go to jeweler. That one I don't know how to count.
Moral of the story, don't get too much gold lah. Is it?
Men, please don't wear gold lah.
Man, haram lah.
So that's jewelry, okay? What else did we haven't cover? So we've got properties, cash, gold, investments.
I know, I want to mention CPF because I saw an article recently.
CPF?
People post about CPF, zakat on CPF.
Okay, zakat on CPF, how one? Should we pay?
From the article that I read, say after you start receiving, after the age of 65 lah, when you start receiving already, then you start paying the zakat on it.
Correct.
2.5.
Betul. So, this one very clear, there's been the religious ruling on it. So for CPF, right, if you're below 55 and you don't have access to the money, the scholar ruling is quite clear. No need to pay zakat because it's out of your control. But once you're 55 and above and you can withdraw it, then you're liable for zakat, 2.5%. What one is referring to is CPF Life, where you get the regular stream of income from the government. That money considered income. If it fulfills Halal, if it fulfills Nisab, you still have to pay. But on the highest amount or the lowest amount? Lowest. Okay, because it's treated like cash, right? So lowest cash balance. Yeah.
So the cash balance is inside your CPF account or your RA account or your bank account?
Bagus. What do you think?
RA.
RA. Siapa kata RA?
Because your RA is like your ATM when you reach that age.
Accessible, you have access to it already.
Zul actually got it. It's exactly that. If it's in your control and you can withdraw it, then therefore it is liable for zakat. The matter is control. That's why we look at CPF. Cannot take out until you're 55, so no need to pay zakat lah. Nanti kita berbual pasal zakat, pasal CPF halal ke haram. Tu another day. The next most common asset we want to cover is investments. And investments got many kinds, right? You got stocks, you got unit trust, you got ILP, you even got endowment. All of this, each one has to be assessed individually. So, what's the rule of thumb?
One how accessibility.
Okay, good. On accessibility, those people who have ILP, they cannot take out the money. Endowment, they cannot take out the money. Do they still pay zakat?
No.
Until it matures and you have access to it lah.
Okay, so Zul said until it mature or?
Surrender value.
Surrender value, yes. So once you break even. So once you break even, the amount you pay equals to the surrender value. That means you are in control already, right? Then you have to pay zakat on a year-to-year basis.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So
Those are for insurance plan.
Insurance, yeah. Those there are many other investment.
Ada? You got stocks?
Unit trust.
Unit trust?
Like Tiger Brokers or can I say?
Can.
Yeah.
Can.
Alah, you all know lah. All the different platform. So that one also different calculation.
Correct.
Uh,
So, this one got two main school of thought. Okay, just a refresher for everybody. Long term or short term? Short term, less than 12 months. If it's less than 12 months, your portfolio is meant for less than 12 months. You take the full amount, you pay zakat 2.5%, assuming Nisab Haul. Settle.
so the Nisab and house still need to meet lah.
Of
Even
course.
for a long
That's the
term.
criteria for zakat lah.
Correct.
Even if you do a dollar cost averaging every month, but you haven't reached the howl,
Correct.
don't need to pay.
Correct. So for those of our investors out there who are dollar cost averaging one month $100, $100. After 1 year, it's only 1,002. You don't even hit your Nisab. Don't have to pay. Yeah. Don't have to pay. Very straightforward, right? But for those of us who have longer portfolios, a bit bigger already, Alhamdulillah, care to pay zakat, right? Alhamdulillah. Then those kind of things, then you have to pay. And so there is the current asset method and the short-term portfolio method. Short-term portfolio, you take the full amount, pay zakat on that. That is 12 months. The long-term one, this one you can go and Google it. It's called the current asset method. You take 25% of the value of your long-term portfolio, and that means more than 12 months. It means you're holding more than 12 months. 25% of that value, you pay 2.5% on that 25%.
I see. But the Nisab and howl need to meet
Yes.
first.
So
After that, we
Nisab and
take
howl.
the 25%, then 2.5% of that 25%. Wow.
He's the nisab and how lah.
Betul. So long story short, zakat.
We do for you lah.
Yes. Yes, zakat easy, you know.
No.
Zakat easy, you know.
It can be easy and can be complicated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for those of you out there who need help with zakat, let us know.
For you, we do for you lah.
Kita buatkan kau lagi senang. Okay, you show us everything, then we calculate for you. Boleh? Okay. So zakat, very thorny issue, very kecoh lah nak buat calculation. Wajib kepada all of us sebagai Muslim to pay zakat. It is one of the 5 pillars. And say it with me, everybody. Alhamdulillah, I get to pay zakat.
Alhamdulillah.
My name's Afiq from Modern Muslim Finance. This is...
Asri.
Rizwan.
Enzo.
We'll see you at the next one. Assalamualaikum.